introduction about our college, HR College of Commerce and Economics is a distinguished constituent college under HSNC University, Mumbai, proudly standing as a beacon of academic excellence and holistic development. With over 6,000 students enrolled in both degree and junior college programs, our institution maintains a perfect gender balance, fostering an inclusive learning environment. Now, I would like to call upon Akshat to introduce our esteemed principal, Dr. Pooja Ramchandani.
Am I audible? Our honorable principal, Dr. Pooja Ramchandani ma'am, is the pillar that makes it possible for us to shine our brightest. Ma'am has been an integral part of our college community, serving as a faculty member in the Department of Commerce since 2000. With over 2 decades of dedicated service, including as a tenure of vice principal, ma'am has fostered numerous student associations under her guidance. Ma'am's life philosophy revolves around nurturing responsible student leaders who drive positive societal change. She firmly believes that hard work is the key to achieving success and excellence with no substitute.
I would now like to call upon Ms. Rifa Patel, our BMC faculty coordinator, to introduce our guest speaker for today.
Hello and a very good morning to all of you. All the students, welcome to HR College. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our guest speaker, Ms. Nishka
just a
Joshi.
second, Rifa, just a second. Let Pooja
Yes.
ma'am talk now. Pooja ma'am,
Okay.
you want to say something to our students?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Rani and Kushi. Firstly, can I request all my people who are now going to be brand ambassadors to switch on their cameras? This is the first time we are seeing our first years. So let's see them. I know you are at home, so not to worry, wherever you are, just switch on your cameras. Let us see who have joined. Good morning, Siddharth, Madhav, Deepak. Nothing to worry. We know you are at home. So relax. No problem. Let us see our first years who are joining in this college for the first time. I hope you all are excited because you are the lucky ones who have joined HR College. There are still people waiting and envying you that you are the lucky ones. So welcome to the first orientation induction session of HR College. Today, before the admission process completes and you come offline, we thought let us engage you with industry experts. HR's beauty is that we do not just give you well qualified, so much of experienced faculty, but we always tend to connect you to industry. And this is how our 1 week of induction lecture series starts with first years always when they join in HR College. And today we are beginning with our first session. Would appreciate, take down notes because most of you will join clubs. You will have to work hard and enjoy the beauty and the image of this brand. But comes the responsibility that you are not only just to come and enjoy the lectures, but take part and organize such sessions along with Akshat and Kushi, whom you see organizing it today. Dr. Rani, the key person who has taken in chargeship of this entire induction series, and to all the self-finance coordinators and BCom coordinators, I appreciate and give gratitude to everyone, the entire staff who's excited to meet you all. But we thought before we begin full-fledged offline lectures, which are going to happen next week, let us engage you with industry experts so that you should take or you should start taking your academics right now itself. So welcoming to entire batch of HR students who have joined in for the first year. I hand over back to Kushi or Rifa to take you for this further session. We will keep connecting it now every day. Students, my request, this attendance is getting recorded. I'm sure you all have been now getting that feedback that HR is getting strict with attendance, right? So no more Rajasthans and Jaipurs or Hong Kongs here. You have to come live in Mumbai and stay with us. Why? Because you need to see your newly renovated college, enjoy the ACs in the classrooms, and meet your teachers offline face to face. So, kids, please come back to Mumbai next week onwards. We begin with our offline lectures. So, welcoming once again, my dear brand ambassadors, and over to Rifa for introducing our guest and the further session and the proceedings.
Hi, okay, good morning, everyone. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our speaker, Ms. Nishka Joshi. Nishka Joshi is a social media marketing professional with 6 years of experience in this field. She's worked with advertising agencies as a copywriter, social media executive. She is also visiting faculty with the Media College, and she's been associated with our college for the past 3 years. Nishka, I would like to pass it on to you.
Hello, students. Thank you so much, Rifa ma'am, Pooja ma'am, Rani ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to share my knowledge with all the students. And I welcome all the students to today's session. So today's session is going to be an interactive session wherein, I will be sharing some of the insights that are actually what's happening in the media field. And at the same time, if you guys have any questions or any queries or any sort of a concerns, please do not hesitate. Please ask me. We will have, this with ma'am's permission. I will, we will have 5 to 10 minutes of question and answer session wherein I will give my best to clear all your doubts. So welcome all and very good morning. As you know, as we all are now the part of the media field and the media industry, media, whenever, we guys say media, we come across, the glamour, the economical part of it. But today, the reality is that though glamour is there, industry needs professionals, those who have skills, right? And if we are having more than one skill with us, we all are able to survive, right? Is because today, to be very frank, there are very few internship opportunities are available. For one internship opportunity, there are more than 5 to 10 people applying for the same at the same time, right? And that's the reason it is very much important for us to build our CV, to build our skills effectively, so that from the rest of the other 9 or 10 applicants, we guys get selected, right? So this is how, these days the media field and the industry is working. आपका पहचान है ना है, but whatever that is, all of what speaks more is your skill set and how you are representing yourself as a media professional, right? So if you want to work in the media industry, if you want to work for years and years to come, you will need to have some sort of a skills, right? And one of the most important and the core skill is that number one is start working on your resume, right? Because it plays a huge role. We, as soon as you guys will start with your lectures, you will come across different topics, different subjects, wherein you will be learning interesting, uh, topics which are going to be practical for you, right? So our college is always, known for having a beautiful blend of a theory and a practical, right? So you guys are really lucky to have an institution and the faculties, those who are going to give you not just the theory knowledge but the practical knowledge at the same time, right? So you will come for the BMMC media students, there are going to be subjects like film communication is going to be there, copywriting is going to be there, digital marketing is going to be there. So these are the skills that you will actually learn during the lectures, right? And most important thing is, guys, just don't think that we are the media students, so it's fine, if we don't attend the lectures, don't do that. Is because the lectures or the theory that you will learn in the classroom is the theory that you are going to represent outside. Because these days HR professionals, advertising agencies, whenever they are considering you as an applicant, they look to your academics. They will ask you the questions from your syllabus, right? So make all your concepts clear, prepare for your interviews, and then step into the world, right? So there are, if you check today also, so there are only 4,980 internships opportunities are available in the media sector, combining advertising and journalism field, right? So 4,980. Now imagine this number and imagine the number of applicants per position, right? So we have to develop our skills, our, the skill set, our knowledge to an extent that, we guys get selected for the position. When I say we are a team and we are going to, make sure that we all are succeeding in the positions that we are applying. Now, whenever you are applying for any sort of an internship that's coming up, just give me a second. So irrespective of, our streams, these days the internship opportunities are quite a few. Yes, grabbing them is really important for us. Okay, so work on the skills that you have. One of the most and the core important skill for all the students is the communication skill, right? How you interact, how you talk, that's more important. For example, if you are attending a meeting, right, you have your boss, you have a CEO along with you. There are, few other I would say dignitaries are there, they are attending the meeting. And if we lack in the communication skills, it's going to be a big loss for us, is because we guys are presenting a company, right? So working on the communication skills is very, very important for us. Then comes your presentation skills, right? Working on the PPT, right? PowerPoint presentation. Tell me how many of you love working on the PPTs? PowerPoint? Anyone? Yes? Okay. I can see a lot of hands raising in on the screen. Okay, that's great. Yes. So, try to learn the skill of making PowerPoint presentations. That's a important skill. Start working on those skills, is because what you are making. So for example, if you have to make a PPT, right, and you have to present it in during the meeting, what you will do, right? So having not just the basic but the advanced level of understanding of the PowerPoint is also very much essential, irrespective of, our field. Making PowerPoint, having communication skills, presentation skills, right? How you will present that PPT. Simply we can't read the PPT, whatever the matter or the content that is being written on the screen, we just, can't read through it, right? We will have to explain, we will have to put the facts and the figures. So the number game has to be there, right? Then your thinking skills, right? We need to think. If you're stuck in one sort of a situation, right, wherein there are two, three things that are happening at the same time, how you will, critically understand the situations, how you will react to it, that also matters a lot, right? So the life skills and the, educational skills, both the skills are important for us to face the media, to face any sort of an industry wherein we are working, or, we will be applying for the internships. Now, I would suggest all of you to do one thing, is that, start working on your CV first. Okay, create a CV. There are some the ready-made templates are also available, so you can use them and, make a clear CV. So in your CV, okay, irrespective of the stream, in your CV, there are certain things that we need to put up. So I'm just telling you all, those who are taking the notes, or if you wish to take the notes, the pointers that should be included in the CV, please make a note of it. It's very, very important. Form the CV accordingly, and then, you guys can completely, have a structure ready for your CV. So number one is your name, right? Your complete name. Then comes is your contact number, right? After your name, there needs to be your contact number, your email ID, right? In the contact number, see, right now, these days, sometimes students have two numbers, right? The number that you are using on a daily basis, that number you should put up first, and slash karke another number put up. Then comes your email ID, the email ID which you are easily accessing, right? That email ID has to be there. Then comes your address, right? Then comes your educational qualification, right? So the degree which you are pursuing currently, put that. Then, followed by your HSC result, then the SSC, 12th standard and 10th standard, so accordingly, we will have to rank it. Then comes, your achievements. Competitions में participate किया था आपने, वो लिखो. If you have won any sort of an award or the medal or the special recognitions, put that. Then put up your skills, right? Skills can be any of them, right? So you can have a communication skills, then presentation skills. You can also mention, the linguistic skills if you have. If you know more than 2 to 3 languages, you can put up that as well, right? And your course specific skills you need to put up, right? So put those skills. I say 4 to 5 skills, you need to mention, and then put up, your hobbies. That's how, your CV should look like. Yeah, there are ready-made templates available. You guys can use Microsoft Word or CV template, which is available, or you can use Canva as well, to create your CV. Now, once you make your CV, keep it ready. And there are, few sites which I would recommend you all to search for, for your internship. Number one is Intershala. Then comes your LinkedIn, another powerful way of, getting your internships or to get a job opportunity. And then comes as a Naukri.com and Indeed, right? These are the 4 important I would say, the platforms through where you guys will get an internship. Number one, give a priority of building your LinkedIn profile. Okay, students, if you have a LinkedIn profile, if you have a LinkedIn profile, great. Start building on it. Start putting up your thoughts. Start putting up, your uh, niche, like course related things on it. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile, simply go on LinkedIn, create one LinkedIn profile. Why LinkedIn profile is because whenever we are applying for the job opportunities, uh, HR professionals, they do check your LinkedIn profile. Okay. So yes, so I have got a question. Just a second. Could you please repeat? Yes, yes. So the name of the sites are number one is LinkedIn. Then comes your Intershala. Then it's a Naukri.com. And then is a Indeed. Should I repeat once again? Trisha? For everyone? Okay. So number one is LinkedIn. Then comes your Intershala. Then comes Naukri.com. And Indeed. Clear with everyone? All the students? Yes? Okay. We will come, Vidhi, we will discuss this, your point little later. Yeah. So I get your point, Vidhi. Give me some time. I will come to your question. I'll resolve your question. Okay. So when we talk, coming back to the LinkedIn profile, so make your LinkedIn profiles, put up the things which are necessary. Also, another important thing, when you are putting up your LinkedIn profile, please make sure you are not putting up any selfies, okay? Or the pictures which you have taken, in the parties, or, just went out with the friends and just by chance you have clicked the pictures. Wo pictures mat dalo, is because LinkedIn is a professional platform, right? So on LinkedIn, we will need to put up the pictures that are professional. Clear? So putting up professional pictures on LinkedIn is very, very important. Put that, put the necessary information that is required, fill up all the details, and make sure that whichever niche you guys have, or from whichever stream, in whichever stream, we all are studying, make sure at least, you are putting up an article which you have come across, uh, or a blog that you might have read, which you liked. You can actually, repost that on your profile, LinkedIn, right? So when we are doing this, what happens? We guys are trying to build a creditability. Yeah. So building a credibility is also very, very important, is because when the interviewer is coming, when the HR professionals come, they check your LinkedIn profile. When they see some of the insights, that you guys have put up on LinkedIn profile, it becomes very much, easy for them to analyze. Right. So these days, first comes your CV, then comes your LinkedIn profile. Right. And depending upon that, some of the agencies, some of the companies, MNCs, they are selecting the candidates. And it's a true thing that's happening. I'm giving you a reality, right? So these are the things that have been checked, which, what are your interests? To whom you guys are following on LinkedIn? ये भी check होता है. People do check it. Right. So after so once we complete this process, when you will get a call, okay, coming back to the question that Vidhi you had, right? Sometimes, it could happen that, they might reject you. Yeah. It completely, some companies do have their age limitations or restrictions for a particular position. So that's fine. I mean, we can find other opportunities that are available, right? I can see one sure hand is raised. You have any question? Okay. Is there a question from anyone? Because I saw one or two hands were raised up. So that's the okay. Not an issue. Okay. Now how we can make ourselves compatible, for okay. Kiran, I have got your question. Okay. Okay. Okay, so when is the right time to join an internship? Yes. So I'm coming to that. So start, once we start with the lectures and once you attend the lectures, I would suggest, initially after 2 to 3 months later on, you guys can start looking for an internship. This is what I advise, by the time you understand what kind of subjects do we have, how, whether we are liking certain subjects or where, we guys can improve ourselves, and that's the, ideal time according to me, to join or look for an internship. And whenever you are looking for an internship, make sure you are studying their complete profile. Okay, again, the way, HR professionals are coming to our LinkedIn and, searching for our information, it's our duty also, to look for the companies, those who are searching, to whom we guys are applying. Right. So on Intershala, on Naukri.com, on Indeed, you will find, some of the verified profiles of the companies. Okay. So go through them. They will, definitely help you to understand what kind of, the company or what kind of a services they are offering, what kind of an internships these companies are offering, or if even if you desire to work with some of the big corporates or the MNCs, what you can simply do is go to their websites. They have this careers option. Click on it, you will see the information if they are hiring for any sort of an interns or any position. You can take their email ID, write an email to them, and that's how also people get an internship. Right? So if you just don't want to focus on some applications or the apps that are there for an internship, you can try this way also. Right? When I was looking for an internships long back at that time, I have done the same thing. It's a tedious job. You may get, disheartened ki, uh, I'm applying at so many places, but I'm getting rejected. But I'm just telling you, please have, some sort of patience these days, and then only, you guys would be able to give your best. Right? So internships, there are internships, but getting an internship sometimes is a task. Right? It's a tough thing that, we also need to keep in mind. Okay, so I can see some okay. Okay, so there is a question from Amar. Okay. Yes. So, Amar, I can see your question, ma'am. Is it mandatory to have more connections in LinkedIn? Yes, it is mandatory. But if you have started recently on LinkedIn, it takes time, to build the connections. to get the authentic connections which are pertaining to our field. So it takes time for us to build the connections on the on LinkedIn. Yes, connections do matter on LinkedIn. Is because then you get recommended to several other people belonging pertaining to that particular field. Coming back to the Kushi, your question. Okay, basically attending. I'm doing in CA. Okay. So this is what I have also seen. Lots of CA students, they are attending the lectures in the morning and then going for an internships, right? So this we can work out, right? We have to, for us, college and internship is also very very important, so we guys can, yes, actually manage it. It's a thing of a multitasking. Okay, learn the art of doing multitasking, because whichever field you work, multitasking is important. You may end up getting one task you are about to finish, or you are in between that task of completion, and there is an another file that is coming to you, or there is an another client that is coming to you to handle. So learning art of multitasking is very very important, right? So that aspect also we need to keep in mind, right? So multitasking is a key to survival these days, right? Next is okay. So I'm just going row by row. Please, okay. So Srishti, okay. You belong to the BAF course, so yeah, you can actually do the internships. You can actually, be the part of the fields. Try to learn for the internships from the course which you are studying and what interests you more. So that is also an important aspect. Then in which year of graduation should you reach out to the companies? Okay, for the internships, as I said, from semester one onwards, you start looking for the internships. Dekho, I will be honest. Kabhi kabhi, you go for the interviews, you get selected. Sometimes, you might have to give, the series of interviews or the series of companies, you need to visit, and then only, you will get the opportunity. So I personally, can't say कि आपको कब opportunity मिल सकता है. You will have to hunt. Okay, you will have to hunt, and at a particular time, you will come across an opportunity which might be just it's yours, right? So keep looking for it. Do the internships for, even if you guys get an internship for 3 months, for a 1 month, for 2 months, take those opportunities. Okay, take those opportunities, start working on it, right? Then there might be a situation wherein the company might not be paying you. They are not giving you the stipend, right? So the interns get the stipend. The professionals, those who are working for the full time, they get the salary. Okay, so we have to keep that in mind. So we are the interns, we will be getting the stipend. Okay, we are not the ones, we are not going to get the salaries, right? So internships jo hote hai, Viti, just give me 2 minutes. I am getting lot of DMs on the messages. Please give me 2-3 minutes. Let me just finish this topic, and I will come back to you with your questions. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. Let me just finish the topic. Okay, coming back to the internships, right, that we are discussing right now. In internships, some of the companies will give you a stipend. Okay, that stipend may start from 1,000 rupees up to 8,000, 10,000. Okay, every company have their policies. Every organization is having their own rules, regulations. According to that, they work. So don't expect, salaries like stipend that, you will get 10,000 and 8,000 rupees a month. That's not going to happen. Yeah. So I know companies, they are just paying them a traveling allowance. Okay. Which means that, you're just the traveling expenses they are paying. Rest of the things they are not covering. Okay. Even if you get those opportunities, please take it. You never know, with your hard work and dedication, with such internship opportunity, wherein these guys are just paying you, traveling expense. You never know. They may ask you for an internship opportunity which will be, giving you a good sum in the coming months, right? You never know. So when you are working, put your ego, attitude, the tantrums away. Is because we are here to learn, right? We are here to make a progress in our own the field which we guys are liking, right? So make sure you guys are, be polite, be humble, and the opportunity that's coming, take it. Okay. There might be some companies, they offer you 6 months internship. Take it, right? Because if you guys are getting an internship, which means that there is some sort of a credibility that you guys hold, right? Otherwise, these days, not everyone, gets an internship so easily, right? So for I've seen, a lot of chartered account CA students, attending the colleges, then, doing the internship. I have personally one of the examples in my own, at my place as well, right? So it's a little bit of task that you may feel, but it's a fun. Trust me, enjoy this process. You will make, new memories, you will learn new things, you will make new friends. This is all, about learning. So start learning. Be like a sponge. Okay. Be like a sponge. Whatever is coming to your way, take it positively, take the good learnings from it and go. Like, move out, move further, right? Take the learnings, move further. This is how, you are going to make the progress, right? Okay. So coming back to the questions, okay. I can see some questions. Yeah. So I have got, over here 2 questions. Okay. So there is a question and a point that I would like to make. Which skills you need for an internship? Right. So it's the basic skills, people skill, which means, how you are handling or interacting with another person, right? That also comes into a people skill, right? How you are talking to the person who is next to you, or, with your future colleagues. That's a people skill, right? So people skill are very, very important for us to learn, to understand them, and, then implement them, right? Then, as I said, basic skills, even your computer skills plays an important role. Don't forget, putting this computer skills as well, right? Doesn't just mean, switching on the computers or your laptops and, using the WordPress, like, using your Word and document. You need to know, how to actually effectively use these softwares. Even your computer skills can also be a good skill set that you need to add. Learn about it. If you are, a little bit scared of, how should I operate the systems, don't worry about it. Just trust yourself and start working on it, right? So computer skills come, communication skills, people skill come, your language skills or language ability, right? If you are learning a foreign language, how many of you have learned French or German or Chinese? Anyone? Or any foreign? Oh, that's great. uh Students, please make sure, you guys are putting up those skills, because you never know, right? Even for example, if a Chinese or a Japanese delegate, it's coming to your office, and you guys are able to strive a conversation with them, hardly just for 2 to 3 minutes, but it will create your impression, right? So these are, the things that we need to put up in the CV. Put up the languages, the foreign language, if you have studied, put it up, right? These days, in the market, honestly, for the media sector, learning French, German, Spanish is in demand, right? You may have, you guys may feel like flying abroad after your studies. For that also, these skills are important, right? So there are, there is a time, when you will end up seeing some of the international opportunities as well. You may think of, grabbing them. That is something, that you need to decide for yourself, that what kind of things you need to do, right? So I can see a lot of hands raised. Guys, please lower your hands, otherwise, it becomes really confusing. Yeah. Okay. So foreign language, please put it up. Okay. Then we have also discussed about management skills. Management, how to manage, right? As I've told you, you're working on one client, you get another client on your, on your heads. You have to complete their work, you have to finish the previous work that is pending. So management is very, very important. learn this art, right? Take things positively, slowly, and then start working on it, right? So management skill is also very, very important. If you have a people management skill is something, wherein this skill will, definitely help you when you rank to the higher position, right? So if you become, let's say, okay, I'm just assuming, if you become the CEO of the company, you need to know how to manage people around, right? This is the field. These are the things, these are the skills that you really need to have with your own self, right? When you follow, all these small things, that I've shared with you, it becomes easier, you know, for you to identify where I'm making a progress, which areas, do I need to work upon, and which area is, really an interesting area for me, right? When you come across these things, what happens is you become self aware, right? कि मुझे अभी ये field में internship करना है, right? This is the most important thing that you will have to remember. Then comes, stress management. Important, right? We get stressed so quickly, right? Yes, am I right? Yes or no, students? Yeah, we get stressed a lot. uh Taking stress is not a solution to resolve or, overcome your problems. We need to manage that stress, right? So if you feel stressed, or you just feel like, I don't know what to do now, I'm having so many doubts, I can't do, when there is a lack of self confidence, don't start blaming yourself. Okay, this is the most important thing that all of you need to remember is, don't start blaming yourself. Just take deep breaths and start with the work. I'm telling you, do not create a panicking situation. That is the reason, we need to manage the stress, right? If you feel stressed when you are working, or, when you are studying, or, when you are performing any sort of an internship, there is a small activity, that will definitely help you. Take a plain paper and place your hand on it, and, draw your particular, like, outline of your hand, right? Take it out, right? Then what you will do is, inside you will write the things, that you love to do, right? Things that you love to do. And in the outer, what you will write is, the things that are bothering you, right? When you do this particular activity, you guys will realize managing the work stress is in my hand. There might be, the stress causer, right? Some colleagues, they are coming and, let's say, they are distracting you from the work. They are back bitching about you. These are the things that are not in your control, right? So the things that are in your control, focus on them. And then only, your internship or your productivity as an intern will increase, right? Do this activity. Trust me, it creates wonders, right? So this is a small activity, that I shared with you. Do it on, a regular basis, or on at a specific interval. This will really help you, to understand ki the things that are in your control, you can work on them. The things that are not in your control, you simply can't do anything about it, right? So this is how, we need to uh, understand, what's the importance of why, rather, what we guys are doing as an intern, and what kind of things, we will need to do in the internship, right? Maintain, your studies are also an important. Okay, so focus on studies as well, and focus on your internship as well, right? So internship complete karne ke baad, you get a certificate, that is a recommendation certificate. And this recommendation certificate is very, very important for us, is because when you will apply for a next internship opportunity, what happens is your recommendation letter is actually, shared with the company. So people actually end up calling one HR professional from the new company. They call to the previous company, where you guys have worked, right? So that's how, your skills, and they are, cross checking the information that you have put up, right? That is also important for us. So maintain a decent, I would say, a behavior during the internships. That is also very, very important for us to understand. Okay, so what's the time? Okay. So these are the things, that you guys need to remember when you are into internship, when you are searching for an internship. As I said, doing an internships is mandatory, is because if you directly apply for the job after graduation, chances are very poor, they will treat you like an intern, right? So it is better, to gain some experience, to gain some knowledge about, your own field before you apply for the full-time positions. And I genuinely advise you guys, till the time you guys are in the college, till the time, you guys are studying till TY, make sure, you are obtaining only for the internships. What happens is internships and studies can be managed. But if you just, start working for the full-time position, it might be a task, right? So we just don't want to get excel in one particular area, but at the same time, we have to balance the studies and the internship as well, right? So we are not just focusing on one particular area, we are trying to be the master of all, right? So this is very, very important. At least, finish 4 to 5 internships in 3 years, right? So every semester, you can opt for one internship in the subject, that we guys are studying, correct? For that, start working on your profiles today onwards, right? You guys still have a time in your hand. I am seeing on a daily basis, okay, daily basis, I come across so many students. Their resumes are good, their skill set is good, but previously they have not worked anywhere, and that's the reason, they are getting rejected for the full-time position. This should not happen with us, right? This should never happen with us. And that's the reason, I'm telling you, start looking for the internships. I've given you the names also, right? From where you guys can find the internships, right? So the media, like all the dynamics these days in the world are changing. If you get, an internship wherein it's a work from home, take it. If it is from the office, take it. Don't hesitate, right? The commercial aspect of it, keep it little away, because we are at a stage, where we want to learn, right? So when you will learn, then, then only, we will earn, right? So learning and earning should go simultaneously, hand in hand. And that's what, I want to tell all of you. Uh, okay. So we have last 10 minutes with us. Can we have the forum for question and answer round? Okay, so I can see how we can increase the chances. As I said, build your strong resume, and then start approaching to the appropriate companies wherein you feel like you are going to learn something. Over there you can start putting up your CV, right? Then okay, there are few questions. Are unpaid internships worth it? Yes, yes. Till the time we are not getting any sort of an experience, we can't actually say that whether this is worth or not, right? It completely depends on company to company, right? It entirely depends on your perspective, what you are thinking, right? Some, you might not like first 3 to 4 days of the company. No, it's because you are getting adjusted to it. So don't make, quick assumptions ki nahi, nahi, I'm not able to adjust in this particular environment, I will not like to continue with this internship, right? Don't do it. Give it some time. Okay, give some time for yourself to get adjusted to the new environment. It's because till now we guys are in the school, in the colleges, right? College say when you move to a professional setup, you need some time to adjust. Okay, so don't make any sort of assumptions in 3 to 4 days, or in 2 weeks time, that you are not able to adjust, right? Everything takes some time, right? Start adjusting, start observing. Even observation skills are very, very important, right? Yeah, so I can see a lot of questions. Okay, so there is a question from the students. So there are quite a few questions, guys. Please wait for 2 minutes. There are a lot of questions that are coming up. So before I finish reading, there are 2 to 3 questions that are coming up. So kindly please wait for 2 3 minutes. Let me read the questions and answer it to you. Okay. Okay. So if you are okay. Yes, if it's your hobby in video editing, you can apply for an internship. That's not a wrong thing. You can do that. Not at all, anything, nothing is wrong. You can. Yes, please include all your achievements in your CV. Is because, it shows the sportsmanship, right, in you. What kind of a person you are. If you come across any sort of a challenge, it shows that, you will fight to it, or, you will excel in that, right? So put up all the achievements that you have. Yes. So getting an experience certificate, recommendation letter, letter of appointment, these three are the most important things. And these three things require you for when you are applying, for your full-time job. Okay, as a FY student, okay. Okay, if you're doing an internship and the college, so what you can do more is, you can start working on learning some skills, that are essential for your particular course, right? For example, if someone is, accounting might be a good skill for you, computer learning, video editing. These are, the some short-term courses that are available online. Also, you can register, to any of the institutes. You can learn, the supporting skills that are required. Is because you take any field after COVID, what has happened is, everything is changing rapidly. Within a fraction of second, there is something new that's coming up in the market. So it's very much, important for us to be in the pace and, to learn the new skills and keep updating ourselves. Okay. For the CA aspirants, yes, I completely get your point. You have to do a multitasking. It is important, right? Any skill course we should do right now to build a certain skills? Yes, you can actually, go for, as you know, as I'm suggesting all of you that, depending on your course, right, which skills are required for you, make a list of it, and accordingly, start working on those skills, right? So that's more important. Okay, managing, as I said, multitasking has to be done. Multitasking is an art. There is nothing, that can I say about it. But what can I say is, multitasking is important if you want to survive in today's era. Multitasking is necessary. Make priority list, prioritize the things, and accordingly, start working on the thing. Okay. Average duration of an internship can be, 3 months. Some companies offer, 1.5 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months internship, or some, may ask you for a year also. So it entirely depends, according to the company, they decide, whichever, and like what sort of an internship they want to put up. Right. Okay. Okay, if you are pursuing your BMM, I would suggest, which kind of an internships. Yes, you can work with advertising agencies. You can work with the news channels, magazines, newspapers. These are, the different areas or the categories, wherein you can look for an internship. Uh, it completely depends, like one, at least, at least doing 3 to 4 internships is mandatory. Is because, it then only, it qualifies it as in your experience. Okay, so when you complete 3 to 4 internships, it creates, that it creates an impression to the company wherein you guys are applying for a full-time position, that, you have some sort of a skills and the knowledge, right? So I would suggest you to at least do 2 to 3 internships. That will be advisable from my side. Okay. FY, BFM, what kind of an internships? Yes. So as I said, you guys can actually start, once, your college starts, you will come across, different subjects that are there, right? So once you come across those subjects, what you can do is, sit and analyze, what kind of, which subject you are liking more, right? In that particular semester. And after that, start, take your HOD and their, views and opinions into the consideration, and then start looking for the internships. Yeah. Next is, companies like an intern, okay? So company like an intern, they will not appoint you anywhere. They are the ones, they are having this internship opportunities, right? The different companies put up internship opportunities on LinkedIn, right? So LinkedIn पे आपको बहुत सारे internship opportunities मिलेंगे, वो देखो आप, right? LinkedIn themselves is, not going to appoint any one of us, right? Unless and until we have the skills. I'm saying that, they will be putting up the, the different opportunities that come. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, FY become internships. Uh, okay, so as I said, you need to first understand, let your lectures begin first. Understand your stream first, and then, then you can start taking a call, whether which sort of an internship or which field is, it's going to be, wherein you guys are getting, more attention, where, you guys are going to get more understanding, get the understanding of the subject, and then, start looking for the internships. Okay. Which finance companies can give internship? Okay. So it entirely depends. Finance companies, you will have to check with, which company you are applying. That I generally, can't tell you which companies will give you an internships or anything. CA aspirants and FY become, I would say, accounting is very, very important, right? Accounting, knowledge of GST. ये तो सब आप जैसे जैसे BCom करना चालू करेंगे, at that time, you will understand. First, let your foundation be, clear and solid, then start working on it. Okay. So I'm getting quite a lot questions. Let me finish reading few. Yes, you guys can go for online courses. After completing those courses, start looking for the internships, as I said, right? Yes, you can actually do, short-term courses which are available online. And at the same time, you can do an internship. So for example, if we have a college from, let's say, I'm just assuming and giving you a rough idea, 7:30 to 11 is our college timing. Finish the college time, then, 12 to 6, you guys can do an internship. And, later on after 6, around, let's say, 6:30 to 7:38, if you are doing a course, that can be another, that can be an added feather in your cap, right? So you need to adjust all the schedules and the things, then, it becomes easier for you to manage all the things. That's how, your multitasking ability also increases. Okay. Yeah, you can actually, skills and achievements, you guys get the opportunities. Okay, that's not a issue. That's you guys will get to know about the college timings. I just gave you that as an example. Okay. So the timings that I mentioned for the opportunity, how you can manage the college opportunity and doing an, extra learning an extra skill. I just gave you that as an example. Okay. So you will be informed by the coordinators about your college timing, right? So content that you need to post on your LinkedIn to build your profile is, what are your views about, the topic or, the course that you are studying. उसमें से उसके related अगर कोई news आता है, any big update is coming, you can, simply put up your views. You can write the blogs. You can create a short video and put it up on the LinkedIn. It's because LinkedIn is a professional platform, right? And we guys are the, we are the professionals, those who are going to be, working in future. So start working accordingly on your things. So, you need to decide, from where you guys are doing your certificate courses. It completely depends on you. So complete those courses. And after that, you may start looking for an internship. It never, it is never said that, from where you are doing the course, but short-term courses, I'm saying, okay, the certificate courses, you do it from the verified and authentic, authentic place. Then, it adds a value to your CV, right? Okay. Any other question? Last 1 minute is left. Any other question? There are some internships that are available online also, offline also, work from home as well. So it completely depends, as I said. So your basic computer skills, communication skills, your personality development is also a good course, that you can add in your CV. You need to do that. If you feel like doing it, you do it. For the BMM students, additional skills, video editing, social media marketing course, digital marketing course, copywriting course. These are, the good courses that you can do. Okay, for BBI, again, as I said, you need to understand, for your FY, because we are the FY students right now, let your course start. Then, then you will understand, which subject is interesting for you. And accordingly, you guys can start looking for the internships. Yeah, you can. Okay. So whichever opportunity you are getting related to your field, start grabbing that opportunity and start working on it. See, unless and until आप जब तक वो try नहीं करोगे ना, तब तक आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा what is good for you. Whether you are enjoying that process of working on it, right? Okay. Freelancing is again, freelancing is good, but it also has its pros and cons. So whatever decision you guys are making, make it wisely. Okay. And whatever decisions you are taking, please take them with the proper guidance and do it accordingly. Okay. So I hope you guys liked today's session, and I hope you guys have learned a lot of things. This was a little practical session and the practical knowledge that I have tried my best to sharing with you all. All the very best, all the FY students. Have an amazing and a rocking year ahead. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, can I proceed? Sure.
Yes, yes, please.
Okay, sure. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. So it is my privilege to extend a heartfelt word of thanks to our esteemed guest speaker, Nishka Joshi ma'am, for today's enlightening lecture. Your insights and expertise have provided us with a deeper understanding of the field. Your enthusiasm has truly inspired us. We really appreciate the time and effort you have dedicated to sharing your knowledge with us. Your contribution has undoubtedly enriched our learning experience. Once again, thank you for your valuable presence, for answering each and every question and making this lecture a memorable one. I would also like to thank our Honorable Principal, Dr. Pooja Ramchandani ma'am, our Vice Principal, Dr. Rani Tyagi ma'am, and our teachers, Dr. Shweta ma'am, Charvi ma'am, and Rifa ma'am, and are also the dear FYs for joining us today. Thank you so much for joining and have a great day ahead.